What's up, guys? Welcome back to So Many Parks So Little Time, or as I like to call it, Shigemi Palabasi Lipotai. So, as you can see behind me, we got a monstrous amount of steel. One would say a dragon's worth of steel from the year 2000. I don't know where we're at Nagashima Spa Land.
What is this word spa? I feel like you're starting to say a word and you're not finishing it. Are you trying to say spaghetti? Are you taking me for a spaghetti day?
This is a park that I've been looking forward to for such a long time. I've known about this coaster here, Steel Dragon 2000, ever since I became an enthusiast all the way back in 2004. This is probably our first huge coaster park of the trip. We got coasters from Morgan, RMC, Schwarzkopf, B&M, Togo, Aerodynamics. They're all here, and I, for one, could not be more excited. Now, this park has been compared to Cedar Point and just its overall lineup. It's very coaster heavy, and then you get some giants here like Steel Dragon and Hakugei, which we'll get to later as well. I've heard some awesome things about the park, especially about the coasters. At the same time, I have also heard that the operations really are not that great, which is kind of par for the course for a lot of parks in Japan anyway. The park also doesn't have the best hours, but we're here bright and early and we're ready for the day. It's going to be a hot one today, but it is a weekday, and we're kind of hoping that because of the heat, people will go to the water park instead, and maybe just stay away from the park in general. But otherwise, we're here from open to close. The rain is far, far away from here, so we're gonna have an awesome day. Let's go check out Nagashima Spa Land.
What is your spaghetti policy here?
Into the bill slot. If you are using an IC commuter pass, please tap the card reader. If 2 or more passengers are using
There's also this really cool looking outdoor mall here. I've heard that the food prices on the inside are quite expensive, so getting food out here might be a pretty good option. And then we can eat a meal and watch Steel Dragon cycle.
Welcome to Nagashima Spa Land.
Oh, look at that sea of supports. I'm just the unluckiest guy in the world when it comes to free spins. Arashi is supposed to be the most intense free spin out there. There are videos circulating of people getting like 7 to 14 flips on this free spin alone. I got 2 full flips. Yeah, I don't know if they toned it down or not, or if I really am just cursed. If you don't know, on all the other free spins I've been on, even the most intense ones, I get 2 flips maximum on them. I can't even really hate the rides for being uncomfortable because I haven't gotten any of those super intense flips yet. So yeah, just another checkbox on free spins that are kind of just there. They don't do much for me.
Here we go.
is a happy Sean there. That is a very happy Sean. Dude! Steel Dragon 2000 was absolutely incredible. Okay, so this is a Morgan Hypercoaster. It's a Giga roller coaster. It toppled Millennium Force's record for tallest continuous circuit roller coaster by about like a month or something. And it was built by Morgan, and if you know anything about their coasters, you know that they don't have the best reputation for being intense rides. Well, it definitely feels like a Morgan roller coaster in that the outward leg, it's very fast, you get some nice floater over the hills, but it's not a very intense ride. But then it just keeps on getting better and better. During the Spaghetti Bowl, you are just pummeled with positive G's. You get some really good laterals on the turns. The turns last forever. And then, oh my goodness, that return run is so good. It's just airtime hill after airtime hill. It's just this endless barrage going into the superstructure up until the final brake run. And then, wow, the ride length. You can absolutely tell that this is the longest roller coaster in the world. This thing just keeps on going on forever, and just the fact that it keeps on getting better as the ride progresses. By the time we hit the brake run, we were just hooping and hollering. We had such a good time. Absolutely phenomenal roller coaster, and definitely worth all the effort to come here to this park. Oh, and I forgot to mention, when you go through the tunnels on Steel Dragon, it is scorching hot in there. I don't know if that's a bug or a feature, but it was just intense heat as you go through those tunnels.
Wide and oh yeah.
Like Manta.
Yeah, I've ridden it before, but yesterday we did. Okay, here we go. How about those nice? I'm catching your stuff now. What big ones they missed? Big Boom and the red coaster there. Yeah. And I got a credit. I got 2 credits here actually. But
So, just got a ride on Acrobat, and this roller coaster has the exact same layout as Manta at SeaWorld Orlando. And not only does it have the exact same layout, but it feels exactly the same as Manta, which is fine because Manta is a fantastic flying roller coaster, and this is a fantastic flying roller coaster. It's just so interesting because Manta was built in such a very specific space. Seeing this ride just kind of built in this level parking lot area is kind of strange. But like I said, good roller coaster. I really enjoyed it.
I did, and I brought all the energy too. You did.
Oh, dude. Just rode my very first Ultra Twister. That was awesome. This is just such a wacky roller coaster. It's so cool seeing the pipeline roller coaster from Roller Coaster Tycoon in real life. The vertical lift hill was just such an awkward, precarious position, but then, man, that first drop, that first airtime hill, those were all really good. And then the barrel rolls. Having a true centerline barrel roll was actually quite a bit of fun. And then the backwards portion, it's not nearly as intense, but you're still going backwards, so you get all that mystery element to it. And then, yeah, like I said, just the backwards centerline rolls, those were great. Fantastic ride. It's a shame there's not more of these. So it was really cool getting to do Corkscrew. This is once again another of the Aero prototype Corkscrew models. This one, the profiling feels a little bit different. It doesn't quite feel like those average Aero Corkscrew prototypes. But yeah, the double corkscrews are a lot of fun, and it's just a classic roller coaster. It's so funny having the giant Giga coaster here, and then the blue Corkscrew. It really, really feels like Cedar Point's here. I think it's Mark.
Oh, Mark. Okay, so this is like sand surfing.
Yep. Wild Mouse was pretty good. It's kind of funny seeing two of these operate side by side. Sort of like how the one at Babylon Land as well as Parque de Atracciones in Madrid had run together at some point. Fortunately, one of the Wild Mice side is not running today, so only got one of the Wild Mice sides, one credit, which is okay. It's not quite as wild as other Wild Mice out there, but it's not quite as like uncomfortably jerky as some of the other ones either. Overall, I think it turned out just right. I was super bummed to hear that the freefall, the Intamin first generation freefall, is not running today. There's only like 3 of these in the world. Dorney Park has one of the last operating ones, and then one of them is right here as well. Had a friend who went to Risutsu Resort as well. They have one there, but it wasn't running either. Yeah, unfortunately, I think the time for these guys is just about over. Though I do hope that Nagashima Spa Land can keep this guy going, even if it's not running for us today.
また、視聴行為とみなし、遊園地より退場していただきます。飴やガムを含むご飲食、喫煙はご遠慮ください。乗車制限のご案内。
I asked Instagram if it's credit. Yes, 20 votes no.
Hakugei is freaking fantastic! So prior to today, Steel Vengeance has been my favorite RMC roller coaster. Iron Gwazi, Zadra, Airy Force 1, none of those brought Steel Vengeance down for me, but I think it may have just met its match. This coaster is absolutely phenomenal. What I really like about this ride is just its pacing. It's got a very frenetic pacing, it's got a unique mix of elements, and then it's got everything you love in an RMC. Really strong airtime, some fun floaty and whippy inversions, and then just trying to buck you out of the train as hard as possible. After you go down that first drop, you enter into this double up, and I swear, no matter what row you are sitting in, you are just going to get ejected out of your seat. And then there are not one, not two, but I think 3 wave turns on this coaster. All of them hit. 2 of them more than others, but still, just a fantastic flow of elements. If I kind of had one critique about the ride, it is that like maybe 1 or 2 elements don't hit quite as hard. There's a overbank kind of about 2/3 of the way through that doesn't really do anything, but it doesn't matter because all of the other elements of this ride hit so well. It is butter smooth, the restraints are nice and comfortable, or at least as comfortable as you can get on an RMC. Your mileage may vary. But yeah, I absolutely love this roller coaster, and I still have some soul searching to do. I'm still not entirely sure if I like it better than Steel Vengeance, but man, it is up there. This is one of my favorite roller coasters of all time. So, Looping Star is a classic Schwarzkopf Looping Star roller coaster and the only operating Schwarzkopf coaster in the park. And it's a really good ride. It's the same layout as Silver Bullet at Frontier City. This one was a little bit tamer than Silver Bullet. In fact, the kind of airtime pop at the end of Silver Bullet, it's not quite present on this one. But still, the loop is very, very powerful. It's got a nice long layout. Kind of the same length as like a Fire Dragon, but not quite as punchy. Still a really good ride, and I'm glad that this one has the usual lap bars. Well, unfortunately, the shuttle coaster is closed for our visit, which is a shame because this is pretty much the last one in the world with the flywheel launch. Definitely miss Monty, but hopefully this one sticks around.
ます。
I wonder if they have Wi-Fi here, and if they do, maybe I'll go live with you, it's just like you have to. So I'm going to rely on both.
So it's 2:30. All the school groups are gone, and we still got 2.5 hours left.
Damn, what to do?
Yeah, what to do? We got Hakugei! Unfortunately, another closed roller coaster is Jet Coaster. It's not a major loss, but it is a classic steel roller coaster. Would have loved to get a ride on it, but we got what we came for here, so it's okay.
Oh wow, look at that, a Volare Macaw. Stop that. That makes it back. Can you go some closer? Looks like it. Got it.
To like
to the next pre-drop.
Gotcha.
It's very. I think it's the colors that make me. He's been here before, but pre-Hakugei.
Yeah, I think when he visited, White Cyclone had closed, but Hakugei was still being beat up.
If only it was going right now. This is perfect. All we have is a shoot the shoots.
Problem with Steel Dragon is that Peter Rabbit's going if you want any footage of that.
What?
Peter Rabbit's going if you want any footage of that.
Rabbits?
Peter Rabbit.
Oh, yeah, I'm not. It's more, that's like a shot just to remember the part. I barely posted it.
They ride really good.
I can't imagine how big this.
And here's the Bob Cart. Unfortunately, this has been closed for years now. Definitely a shame. I would have loved to try this as we missed the one at Toverland.
あしからずご了承くださいませ。
So we came for the roller coasters, and most of them are open. However, a lot of the flat rides are actually closed. The wave swinger here is open, but the both frisbee rides are down. I got a looping starship that's down. Demon drop is down. Chair swings are down. Like I said, we came here for the coasters, so we're doing A-okay. Okay, are we about to shoot some animals or something? So this shooting ride, Farm to Bang Bang, was it's kind of like Toy Story Midway Mania. You have this carrot that shoots stuff, and you use a drawstring to fire. It was not the best ride at all. A lot of the firing mechanisms was kind of wonky. One of the screens had just the lowest of low latency, and overall it just wasn't as fun or creative as Midway Mania. But still good enough, I guess. A cool ride to have at a park that's so coaster heavy. Wow, that was as close to a perfect day as I think I could possibly get. What an awesome day here at Nagashima Spa Land. Dude, it was pretty much empty for most of the day. We had a couple of different school groups as well as, you know, the usual crowds, but man, after 2:30 when all the school groups were exiting, the park was ours. We got so many rides, we got to ride everything we wanted to multiple times. This day was absolutely fantastic. The operations, they definitely leave a lot to be desired. They're just about as bad as have been described in the past. However, if you go on a day like today where there are low crowds, then it hardly mattered. We were still able to get several laps on everything. And then the ops were super friendly. The atmosphere was super vibrant. It just all culminated in a really awesome day, and we got to actually relax a little bit and just enjoy the park the way we wanted to. The roller coasters, all awesome. I don't think we hit a single real dud. There were a couple that were just ones and dones, but man, just the top two, Steel Dragon and Hakugei, really make the park. We were actually going to do 2 days at this park, but we are very seriously considering just making it a one-day park because we accomplished everything that we could have possibly wanted to. Sure, we missed a couple of coaster credits, but they were nothing that special, and we are totally satisfied with the number of rides that we got. So that kind of does it. This was a fantastic day. I had a fantastic time with my fantastic friends. So that's going to do it for Nagashima Spa Land. Thank you so much for joining me on this awesome park visit. We are about halfway through the trip right now, so stay tuned for more awesome coaster adventures. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.